So one of my initial inspirations was working in a school teaching meditation, and a young person came up to me and said, how is this going to help me if I've got somebody putting pressure on me to stab somebody? And I didn't really have an answer. I was a bit like, yeah, okay. I need to think about this. And then this idea of boxing meditation started forming, and this idea of bringing meditation into boxing environments where young people feel safe to express themselves and bringing in this more sensitive element into those environments. That inspired me, and thought that, yeah, well, maybe this is a way that young people who are in those very challenging situations that I can't relate to, this might be a way that they can start understanding mindfulness and developing the seeds to start making choices around some of these really challenging scenarios. My name is Luke Doherty. I'm the founder of Mindful Peak Performance. I lead the meditation part of this program, and I work with boxing coaches, youth workers who are also boxing coaches to combine boxing and meditation programs. So the program starts with a theme. So it might be how to work with distractions, how to work with pressure. When your mind wanders off and you start thinking about what am I going to have for lunch, someone that's annoyed you, hands up if you've ever had a time where you go to bed and your mind's just going, yeah. And a meditation practice. And then we go into a period of boxing. So we then release energy. So we've calmed the mind a bit in the first phase. Then we release physical emotions, we release vigorously through the boxing. And then we go into a second meditation practice, use the endorphin release from the boxing and allow people to connect in a more embodied way with the meditation practice. And then we review at the end and inquire and give people a way to kind of connect to what's happened in the session.
So at first, I didn't really believe in the meditation, and then I got reintroduced to it around June time. And then I made the connection between meditation and boxing, and how it helps you focus in the ring while you're boxing, where your training helps you get into a flow state, and you're more present and you're more aware of your body and your feelings. You're more aware of your emotions, but you control them better. But the important thing is you're more aware of it, and it's more like you're interested in why you feel that way rather than let it control what you do. Back when you first showed me, I didn't believe in it, and then I learned from my own research and from my own experiences that it really does work.
When I've been in hard times in my life, mentally I've not been there, especially during COVID. That was a hard time in a lot of people's lives. I would encourage a lot of young people, if they're feeling stressed out, anything like that, just go through meditation, do some therapy on your mind, because it's really important. It's very underrated. A lot of young people should definitely do it.
Being in the position you are, do you think you can be a positive role model to help divert young people away from gangs and represent a different way of kind of making choices through what you've learned?
Yeah, 100%. So the area, obviously wherever you live, there's bad people, or not bad people that make bad decisions in your area. But then you've always got a choice. There's always an alternative, something. And I don't know about role model. I might not be I make mistakes as well. But there's I can definitely, through my boxing, it shows that there's other things you can do. Instead of making bad decisions, you can come, train yourself, train your mind and your body. It builds your character. So then when you're in those difficult situations where you're thinking, should I go and do something a bit silly with some people? You think, no, you have more control over yourself. It gives you that sense of, you know your own decisions. So I'll be real, when I was younger, I had a short fuse. I would get little things would irritate me. I would get angry. I'll have outbursts and stuff. But now I'm more controlled. Like if something does irritate me, I'll just stay quiet. It's helped me to control my emotions, my outbursts, or just like, it's fine. Don't let someone that's making you angry is overpowering you. Don't let someone have control over you. I got control over myself, and that's what's really helped me with outside of boxing.
Boxing, meditation and mindfulness has helped me massively, not only in my personal life, but also my boxing life. You know, in my personal life, issues come up, things are thrown at you, it could be hectic, it gives you time to reflect, stay calm so you don't react to things immediately and with anger or with other high intensity emotions. Give you the time to reflect upon things and react to them appropriately.
Hello guys, my name's Umar, the head coach and the founder of the East London Boxing Academy. And been doing a lot of mindfulness work alongside boxing. It's quite an innovative idea, to be honest. When it was presented to me by Luke from Mindfulness, I absolutely jumped on it, because when we started working with the boxing, it's absolutely helped young men and women on the periphery of antisocial behaviour. We're living in inner city London, as you can imagine what goes on with the young people and what's going on in our society at the minute, and it's absolutely helped a number of them get away who were on the periphery and now who have become on to go national champions, regional champions, and I'm a big advocate.
My initial confidence comes because this worked for me. I struggle to meditate without that physical release, without that connection to my body, to deal with things like anger, sadness, emotions that come up. The physical release is really important. So when I combine the two together, it creates a kind of wholeness, a wholesome feeling inside myself. So that was an initial motivation. And testing it with young people has been really powerful, because I've seen it change young people's lives. I've seen people that are on the verge of killing themselves give me feedback through youth workers that it was one of the only things that made them feel safe. So we're allowing young people to gradually and slowly learn to understand their feelings and their emotions, and that's powerful. I just feel that it's unrealistic to think that if you've got loads of energy, you're a young person, that you're going to sit still and take meditation seriously. Now, a lot of young people do, but if you've got mental health issues, if you've got a lot of things going on in your life, it's not, there needs to be new ways of helping young people to engage with meditation. And I think this physical mental combination, the boxing and mindfulness juxtaposition, really provides a kind of new image, a new way of mindfulness being presented and taught. So we tried boxing and mindfulness with lots of different groups: young people at risk of serious youth violence, young carers, people with learning disabilities, older people. So my hope for this is that we can use this over the next few years to target specifically vulnerable groups of people, but eventually make this a UK-wide, even global movement of a new way of looking after your mental and physical health.